In today's video, Scott, I would like to discuss vegetables with you. The old saying, eat your vegetables, is not altogether true if you are looking at eating a low-carb diet. There are a few easy ways to remember what are the low-carb vegetables. Number one are the vegetables with green leaves. The lowest carb family consists of lettuces and the spinach. They are the basis of all your salads. Number two will be the vegetables growing above the ground. These generally are lower in carbs than the root vegetables. The examples are cucumbers, cabbage, cauliflower, avocados, tomatoes, zucchini, broccoli, green pepper, and mushrooms. Third, so if it is a root vegetable, it is going to be higher in carbs. Your carrots, onions, beets, turnips, potatoes. Also, avoid peas and corn. With these and the potato family, they are very high in starch, therefore having a high glycemic index, which means the carbs in them, they're going to turn to sugar and be absorbed into your blood. A bit of science there for you, but you need to learn what the food does to your body to better take care of yourself. Now that I have explained to you about vegetables, I'm going to break one of the rules. There's always something that doesn't fit the mold, isn't there? And that is the radish. Radishes lack starch, which break down into simple sugars into your body, and they are also a good source of fiber. I use radishes at times in place of potatoes. You've tried them, you know. Remember when I baked a chicken and I put the radishes into the Dutch oven with the chicken and baked them like potatoes? Well, today's recipe is going to be roasted radishes by Num Num, G-N-O-M. The link to the recipe will be under this video. First, Scott, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 400 and get your baking tray ready. You're going to want to spray or butter the tray. You want your radishes sliced. You can slice them by hand. You can use the slicer attachment on a food processor, or some stores are carrying pre-sliced radishes, which we are going to use today. Put the oil into a plastic storage bag and add the radishes. Roll them around till you feel they're covered with oil. Then lay them out on a baking dish. Season with salt and pepper. We are going to roast them in the oven for around 45 to 60 minutes, but put the timer on for 30 minutes so that we can turn them halfway through the baking process. At this point, I like to add bacon bits and onions. Then we're going to bake them until they are roasted. Now, take the dish out of the oven and set the oven to broil. Meanwhile, spread the grated cheese over the top of the roasted radishes. Broil until you see the cheese nicely melt. This dish is great topped with a dollop of sour cream, and if you didn't add the onions in the baking process, you could add chopped green onions afterwards if you like.
Hey guys, hope you all had a good week. Mine was pretty good. I want to talk to everybody about trusting in God. Trusting in anything or anybody has always been a fairly difficult thing for me to do. So, putting your faith and your trust in something you can't see, that might seem to be a little more difficult, but let's delve into this a little bit more. The verse I want to talk to you guys about this week is Psalms 62:8. It says, "Trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us." I like that. It says, trust in him at all times. Well, God has all the answers. We know God loves us. We know God will never leave us. And we're trying to follow his path. Okay, I can apply this. The Bible also states in Deuteronomy 31:8, this is pretty cool. "And the Lord, he it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed." Well, that's pretty clear right there. How can you not trust in God if you know he's walking right in front of you? I think I can trust in him pretty good. Not much can get past him. So, and the next part says, pour out your heart before him. Give it to God is what we're getting here. God is saying, whatever's bothering you, come to me and let me help you. He's just saying, let me help you. Pour everything out on me. Lean on me. Cry on my shoulder. You know, how many people can say, cry on my shoulder? Come over at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when everything has gone to heck and back and you don't know what to do. God's there. You can lean right on him right then and there, and you can put all your problems on God. He's there for us. He loves us. And on the very end of that, it says, God is a refuge for us. Well, that isn't what everybody's looking for, is a place to get away and a safe place to be. Allow God to cover you. You know, let God be your safe place. You know, when you're afraid and lost, you can always go to God. He'll lift your spirit and he'll guide you. You can always rely on God. Like I said, I'm learning to apply this to my life, and I hope you guys try it with yours. And let's see what God has for you. I'll talk to you guys all next week. God bless.